Hello guys, Brendan Carey here, and today we're going to continue our adventures in Cursed Boletaria with Demon Souls. And we last adventured forth. We successfully completed the Shrine of Storms, which means we have finished 2 of the 4 archdemons before we get to Boletaria. I did a little bit of grinding off screen just to get like a couple levels in strength, dexterity, and vitality. I think we're good with endurance at this point. And as of this moment, all we have left to complete are the Valley of Defilement and the Tower of Latria. I think I'm going to do the Valley of Defilement just because it is the more tedious of the 2. And if possible, I want to get it done early so that I can do Latria. And then later Zone 1-4 to end the game. I suspect that we won't finish today, but we're going to get close enough where we can finish next week. So that's something to look forward to. And I have ideas about what game I want to play next, but I don't want to reveal them just yet. There's a method to my madness. Believe it or not. Maybe you don't, in which case, that's fine. Yeah, we're doing a lot of damage now with the sword. It's the upgrades going nicely. Nice upgrades. Good upgrades. If only we could have gotten that bridge. Would have saved me so much time. Someone died without my knowledge. I don't have my anti-poison medication, so we will have to be okay with being poisoned. That's my fault. Although at this point I'm not too concerned about deaths, because losing my souls is not really a huge deal, because I can grind as many souls as I need, basically whenever I want. Oh, we got an invader. Oh, that's fun. See if we can actually defeat our invader, or if we are just kind of going to die. I'm not in a bad spot at the moment, and I'm not terrible at the PvP, so we'll see. And apparently terrible with the 1v1s. Fighting the invader, and this man is not going to be fun. Oh, fuck you. Oh, this was a bad place to get invaded at. This is a bad place. All the times he could have hit me too, it was right when I was fighting that big guy. Oh, this area kind of sucks. It's always these Blighttown-esque areas that are the least pleasant to play. It's not even a difficult zone, necessarily, for being honest. It's just, this particular zone is frustrating because, like, slipping off the platform or dying sets you back so far. It sets you back so painfully far. Okay, there's no difference between one-handing and two-handing this. I got 201... Oh, that is a difference. That's an appreciable difference. But I think having my shield is worth it at this point. Just follow the flames and they'll take me right to my destination. Your pain is temporary, ignore it. Your pain is temporary, ignore it. Just keep walking. Still, it's kind of annoying that poison reduces the effectiveness of your healing. That sucks. That was my first time getting invaded in Demon Souls. I've never gotten actually invaded before. I see my bloodstain, that glowing green pillar on the horizons. What I want to do is bait these guys into coming out here. Let's hit the island. Alright, now come to my side. There we go. That takes care of you. And now there should be a path over here. First, give me my souls back. I don't at least have enough money to buy arrows. I need to remember to use my actual ranged weaponry here, because these flies will be easier to kill if I just shoot them. None to worry about falling off a ledge on accident. And this shield should let me stay relatively stationary as I fight. Wait, where did you go? Okay. I guess he fell off the platform. What? What killed? Oh my god, you were there. Oh, fuck that. How did... Where... I looked! I looked! Oh, come on. Come off it. Well, that's okay. We should be fine as long as we don't take the entire stream to do this one part. Because that would be nightmarish. Oh, Lord. I hate the Valley of Defilement. Which is a shame because, like, my favorite boss in the game is in this zone. The archdemon for Valley of Defilement is one of my favorite bosses, probably in the entire series. That and the Latria. The Tower of Latria fight, archdemon fight, is also really fun. Yes, I know. This is acceptable. Wanting to make more use of my bow is what I'm actually hearing from what happened at that point. Is I need to make even more use of the bow than I thought I was going to need to make. If I see enemies, I can use the bow to pull one and avoid that issue that I had. And ignore the creepy horrors in the water around me. They are not even worth considering at this point. And they spawn infinitely, so there's no point even trying to take them out. Alright. Proceed. I just want to get to the end of this zone. I think part of why, like, Latria 2 is also kind of long, but it's much more enjoyable than this. So it's less of a problem. That phantom scared the shit out of me for a second there. Oh. Jesus Christ. Where did you all come? Oh, you're not coming. You're not running out. Okay. Please don't fall. That was fucking awful. At least now we are here. Should make it harder for them to follow us. insects. At least these are easy to kill. And this is more or less a straight shot. There's items over there, but they're not worth picking up. Because those slugs never stop spawning in. So you just don't worry about them at all. Another big guy, but that's fine. Two big guys is not fine, so we're going to kite one over. Fight me over here. So what are you doing over here? Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, come on! You know, as it turns out, not as bad as Blighttown. Still pretty bad. Still pretty bad. It's also a fucking long-ass section without a shortcut. I just want to get to the end. You're so close to being finished with Demon Souls. You're so close, guys. I can taste it. What do these fucking do? Oh, it's regen. Oh, okay. We're going to equip some of you. This increases resistance to status ailments temporarily. This is worth consuming. Well, that basically counteracts the poison effect. Maybe if I use the Adjudicator Shield, I could get even more regen, because I have the Regenerator Ring on top of this as well. Beware of enemies ahead. Fucking invader. Now we're taking damage again, so that doesn't last very long at all. Get over here. Please don't. There we go. I'm getting the hang of that particular one. This one I don't really want to fight in a 1v1 though. Arrows. Well, not out. Lower than I'd like to be on arrows. I like to keep at least 50 on me at all times. But we are not in a bad position per se. Just gonna run past those guys so they don't ambush me. Though they probably will. Let's see. No. Cool. Please don't be an instant kill. Oh, this is annoying. These slugs, they're not worth even trying to fight. There are my souls. Just leaves you. this point. Such a narrow foothold. Alright. Now let's get my retrieval. And that's a fog gate, but that is not the boss. Were we only that lucky? You're in only part 2 of this area. This.
Hey, I know you to buy something, please.
And we will buy a little bit of grass. It's at exorbitant prices, but we will buy it.
Finished already? I only want my dear boy to be.
I'm not even convinced that she has a child, but you know, on the off chance. Can we please not with you? What's behind me? More fuck faces. Don't need spice. Use you like a fucking walking corpse. Alright. Stop moving and stand still! You're in the water, but it's fine because there is actually a path up, back up to the platform. We'll consume our lotus to remove our poison. Oh boy. I know there's a way back up. I just gotta remember what it actually is. This place is not fun to navigate. I think it's right over there. I see it now. It's a way back up. Making progress. Steadily making progress. go. Whew. Get your poisoned ass out of here. Your toxic ass out of here. You whiffed. Let me recall. I want to say that this is the route that opens a shortcut, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I hope it is. 'Cause I frankly don't want to do this again. Going. Where's Blizzard? Yes. Yes! Shortcut unlocked. Oh, that's gonna save me so much hassle. Oh, that feels good. That feels really good. Oh, I'm at full health. Forgot I'm in soul form. At least now we will have to be able to bypass the majority of this section. And skip straight to the last part of it. If we die, which we shouldn't. But if... It's good to know. It's good to have that safety in the back of your mind. Because this is kind of a miserable section to do. Now we have our backup strat established. Oh, good trap. Not good enough, but a good trap. I don't need this plague medicine. Not the same way I needed, I think this is the boss room. Now, if memory serves, there's not a whole lot of tricks to this boss. It's just kind of a fight. Yeah, it's just a big old fight. No tricks. We can more or less out DPS this guy. Yeah, there's not a whole lot. I guess the good part about Valley of Defilement is that after going through the heartache, the actual fight isn't too tough. Like, he hit us once, and that was it. And while it is tempting to go right to literally my favorite boss in the entire game, we should level up first. That did not take as long as I was afraid it was going to. That's good. So where is the Maiden in Black? There you are.
Thou seekest the power, then touch the deep.
We'll put some more vitality in there, because that is our lowest core stat between my 3 core stats. And I should probably keep those roughly even.
May thy strength.
Now, this fight is... Oh, you know what I should do? I should buy arrows with my remaining excess souls and take care of my stockpile while I'm over here. Thankfully, loading times on the PS5 are not too bad. Otherwise, this could be really annoying. Even more so than it probably already is to watch. Don't need the spice. Don't need you. We'll keep this medicine in reserve. What does black pine resin do? Okay. It's... I don't need that right now.
We are in debt. I can
And now let's do some repairs. And buy some arrows. Buy 60 arrows.
You come back alive.
Actually, let's buy like 100 or 200 more. So we have the money, and I honestly don't have... $149.
You come back alive.
There. Now we're all set. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's not too bad. We're still fine.
Go forth, Galvin. May you be unharmed.
Now this is Maiden Astraea, the archdemon of the Valley of Defilement.
Leave us, slayer of demons. This is the sanctuary of the lost and wretched. Pillage your plunder. Please, leave quietly.
So, the story of Maiden Astraea, and I can take a moment to talk about this because the boss hasn't actually technically really started yet. Maiden Astraea is one of the people like Seder and Bane who come from the church and were sent here to deal with the Old One. Except when she saw the plight of the people suffering here in the Valley of Defilement, the poor, the wretched, she decided instead to side with the Old One. And so, in exchange for feeding the Old One's souls, she has been given the power to not cure the people here, but alleviate their suffering, alleviate their pain. And that is kind of a tragedy, is that in doing so, she has become a demon, and therefore she must die. Because her existence allows the Old One to continue to feed off souls here in Boletaria. But Maiden Estraya, Saint Estraya, has a guardian by the name of Garl Vinland, who is both her protector and her lover. This fight ends once I kill either Maiden Estraya herself or her knight, Garl Vinland. Because whichever one I leave standing will commit suicide in response to their beloved passing away. So the easiest, most straight... Well, not the easiest, but the most straightforward way is just to come up here and confront Garl Vinland. But he won't actually move until we make a move on Estraya. Or we try to go through him. So the alternative way, I don't know if we're actually going to do. I'm deciding this in real time. Is to come over here. Kill this crystal lizard. Go. And kill these fuckers. Good. And that light is Maiden Estraya using her power. So, in theory, we can snipe her from here. If you truly don't want to fight Garl Vinland, this is a way to defeat Maiden Estraya, is just to cheese it out over here by doing this. But that's not very fun, as I am realizing as I'm doing it. So what you're going to actually do is we're just going to go over here and fight Garl Vinland. But as long as you defeat one of them, the other one will no longer has the will to fight the moment the other is defeated. Did I turn the music is all the way up? So, oh, that's annoying. Because one of the best parts about this fight, especially at least in the PS3 version, is the soundtrack that goes with it. I also have to put a link. So I've talked about the remixes of the soundtracks and how displeased I was. I wasn't particularly happy about the Maiden Estraya theme they did here, and it sucks even worse that I can't actually demonstrate it because you're not getting the audio that comes through on the boss fight. It's basically silent right now for some reason when there should be a boss battle music going on. But something I didn't really agree with when they made this remake is that Maiden Estraya, this is supposed to be kind of a tragedy. This is supposed to be an unpleasant thing that we are doing. We are not supposed to enjoy the act of murdering this woman who wanted nothing more than to bring a little less suffering into the world. To alleviate the pain of others. She's still a demon, so she does have to die, but you're not supposed to enjoy that fact. You're supposed to, in fact, feel pretty shitty for doing that. And so the soundtrack of that fight is, it's it kind of reflects that mood, of this mood of what you're witnessing, like what you're doing is not a pleasant thing to do. It's not even a good thing necessarily. It's something that needs to be done, but you feel shitty for doing it. And the music reflects that shittiness of the cruelty you were inflicting upon these two people. But the Blue Point remake kind of turned it into kind of an epic boss battle music that and you do see the remnants of the original cut of that soundtrack, but the overall tone has been destroyed in a way that I didn't really appreciate. I'll have to show this in the post. I'll have to link to the original and the new soundtrack. But please take my word for it for now, because the game didn't actually bother to give me the boss battle music. Oh wait, where did Garl Vinland go? Garl Vinland! Garl Vinland! Where'd you go? Ah, there you are, Garl Vinland. Oh, here we go. Here's epic boss battle music. I'm just gonna shoot you.
You will not turn back, will you? I shall let no harm come to this twisted warrior. May you rot in the deepest depths of the swamp. Why must these pests
This isn't really a challenge either.
on our haven? You abandoned us long ago. What right do you have? We live humble lives. Leave us be.
I love his own fuck off mace. Really ruined his day here.
Destroyer. I failed you.
And now all we have to do at this point... Oh, Plague.
You killed him, didn't you? Very well. I can no longer resist you. Do as you like. Take your precious demon soul.
Yeah, with Garl Vinland gone, Maiden Australia has no will to live or to fight on, so she just perishes. It's not a difficult fight. It never was, even the original version. But the difficulty is in stomaching the horrors you are bringing upon these two people. Because it has to be done, but it's not pleasant.
Key to life's ether. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might art thou. May thy strength.
And that means we have taken care of 3 of the archdemons out of 4.
I can forge weapons.
Let's do another repair job.
You come back alive.
Got plenty of arrows. We need to drop off this deep silver equipment, I think. Because our item burden is getting disastrously high.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch.
Because of all the arrows we bought. Alright. What does the Ring of Sincere Prayer do? Increases... Okay, we don't use miracles, so we don't really need... Oh, let's read the description, though. One of the few remaining true relics of God discovered by Estrella, the 6th Saint, at a tender young age. Yeah, because Estrella is a divine... she is a saint to this world.
You have a heart of gold.
So she threw essentially her reputation away to become a demon just to alleviate the suffering of the people in the Valley of Defilement,
You have a heart of gold.
becoming its archdemon. That's quite a big sacrifice for someone like her. it is truly a shame that it comes at the cost of feeding the old one. A cost that we cannot abide. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh. Well, there goes that full health bar. There's an item where the Fool's Idol was that I was hoping to be able to get, but alas, it appears it was not meant to be. That is fine, though. As you recall, way back when we started in the first episode, the Tower of Latria was ruled by a benevolent queen up until one day where she turned. And during that first part of it, we learned about the Fool's Idol and how it wasn't that the queen's personality changed, it's that she was replaced by a body double. By a Fool's Idol. And so now that we've defeated her, the Fool's Idol, not the queen, we can proceed further into Cursed Latria to figure out what was the cause of the disturbance. Okay. Flying gargoyles, that is not a big deal, because I have a bow. Fortunately, at this point, we are very strong. So these demons don't really pose a huge challenge for us. These gargoyles, I mean. Now, the irony here is that gargoyles are supposed to protect people from demons. The whole purpose of a gargoyle, according to, like, myth, is that a gargoyle is a benevolent being that is shaped like a demon. And when you put one in your, like, around your house, the idea is that it tricks demons into believing that the house is already possessed by a demon, and so it won't bother trying to possess anyone inside the house. So it's the gargoyles are supposed to be benevolent protector spirits that are shaped like demons to fool demons into thinking that they are possessing the house when they are actually a benevolent, a guardian entity. So there's a little bit of irony here that in this case the gargoyles we're fighting are just demons disguised as gargoyles. Little fun history fact for you in the middle of this Demon Souls LP. Little history fun fact. Okay, so I think we actually went the correct path. I do like to explore, so it's not really what I'd like, but that's fine. So look at this piece of throbbing flesh in the way. That's not creepy at all. Okay, now let's see if you're... It's sad that I can't be excited about someone following me because I'm anticipating the mass follow. Although it looks like that might just have been a genuine follow, which is nice. It's sad that I can't be excited about that anymore because of Twitch being Twitch. Thank you for the follow, though, because this appears to be a genuine case of a follow. I do appreciate it quite a bit. I'm sorry if I'm not excited about it. It's just... I wish you followed a different time, that's all. A time when I could be happy about it. Oh, well, that appears to have actually been a detour, so that's good. That's good. We did get some cool stuff. Well, not really, but it's nice to explore. We're gonna keep going the other way this time. And I don't know if you guys can hear it on the stream, but there is a heartbeat in the background because of this giant piece of flesh in the middle of the Tower of Latria. It is an actual heart, the heart of Latria, beating. There's gonna be some horror elements in this zone, so please, content warning. Kind of late for a content warning, but content warning nonetheless. The Latria in particular can be a pretty disturbing locale. Latria and I guess Valley of Defilement is also kind of a disturbing locale, but if you're not squeamish about that, you'll be fine. If you are, then you may be in for a little bit of a bad time. I do apologize, but on the other hand, I like this level a lot. I'm glad I should probably put more, or grind up the bow a little bit, but it is doing pretty good so far. Like we've had some pretty pleasant experiences with our bow. It's doing decent damage at range. Okay. Nice try. A for effort, but a C for execution. Well, actually, probably D, because you failed. Or you didn't succeed. You made it your best effort. I don't actually want to take that risk. It's probably just a soul. Demon Souls does love to... Oh, there's an item precariously placed upon this perch. What is it? It's just a soul. Speaking of, these guys are dropping soul items, which aren't really that useful at this point in the game, but appreciated. Oh. Hi there, Gargy. Bye, Gargy. Let's kill these cultists. We're feeding energy to this thing. Now the energy is no longer being fed to it. The chain is broken. That is a really disturbing heart-like piece of flesh. That is an image. This definitely could be a cover of a heavy metal album. Now, we can't actually climb up higher in this tower, and I believe that's because we need to be a pure white tendency to do so. But that's fine. Because we have the other direction to go, which is this way. Which is actual progress. I believe these cages lead to the bottom rung of the tower. So before we go down that route, we should probably go this route. Take some fall damage. It's fine. And there's a guy here that we want to talk to.
Are you here to fight the demons? If so, then help me escape this place. I am on your side. I have come to face the demons.
Sure, we'll let you out. That's not suspicious.
Thank you. I will remember this. I am certain we will meet again.
He did not laugh. And, as you know, in the Souls franchise, if someone doesn't do the like the friendly but slightly creepy laugh, they're probably not on your side. They're probably not good people. Fortunately for us, though, his cage will allow us to go down to ground level. All the cages do, if memory serves. And despite there being a puddle of water here, I do not believe you can contract any ailments. So we are good on that front. There is no poison or plague here. It's just like this is a wet area. Full of veins and tubes. Oh lord. If you've got a problem with if you've got like a squickiness when it comes to veins or like body horror, this is not the place for you. God, that's creepy. I will say that they did a good job reimagining this place with the remake. This place was never a pleasant sight in the PS3 version, but they really amped up the horror factor here in the PS5 version. And that is honestly probably for the best, at least when it comes to Latria. Oh, you're still alive. No, you're not. Okay. You moved, so I thought you were not dead. All right. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. It's always good to have in our pockets. Renowned Warrior Soul. That was not particularly challenging. This weapon is doing us so many favors. I'm enjoying having this sword in my disposal. Not the boss yet. We are making good time through the Tower of Latria. Red Phantom. Mind Flayers. No, 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 no. Time to take some damage. Well, that's a bummer. But we were making pretty fast progress, so this is not the worst thing in the world to happen. So once we're done this, we only have 1-4 left. Well, after the archdemon, of course. But we're making pretty solid time. This Demon Souls run is even shorter than I expected it to be. Maybe just run past them, actually. Nope. Bye. Part of it also is that I've, because I've played so many Souls games at this point, like all of the mainline ones, and Neo, and I just finished playing the demo for Strangers in Paradise. I am pretty good with Souls mechanics. I mean, if you're gonna run away, I'm just gonna shoot you. I don't need this spice. That's for mages, and I'm not a mage. Alright, let's fight. Weak. Easy indeed, guy. Or girl. Not sure. Look at him being all happy that he ambushed me and then just gets bodied like a fool. Like a goddamn fool with your pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Hi there. Hi. Look at these big threats. Part of the downside of being able to play the levels in any order is that just by virtue of you leveling up a lot, the last levels you do will probably be the easiest ones you play. One of these is a shortcut to the beginning of the level. One of these is... Well, we chose wrong. So, instead of going back up, we're just going to keep going. You want to be is over yonder. Okay. Actually was not a lot of damage, so... If I read the passive healings, keep fighting. Keep going. More of these little baby mutants. Gotta fight the Mind Flayer again. Pretty sure this shield does nothing against magic damage. This one does. Protects the user from all magic. Well, we'll keep this in our possession then, since the Mind Flayer is mostly magical. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, come off it. Are you kidding me? Why do they put them in such close quarters? We weren't using the shield much anyway, so might as well keep the deep silver one out. I just keep running. Nope. Nope. Right on time. Bye, Gargy. Bye, Gargy. Let's see what this one leads up to. This one also goes down? Maybe because anyone an accident. No. I'm gonna take a straight. I'm not really at all concerned about the items down here. They're not particularly, like, I don't recall anything that was worth picking up for what we're doing. I'm only dealing with these guys because they're cutting the platform otherwise. The platform wouldn't really even bother. Alright. Gotta keep cool. Panicking is only gonna make it worse. I think there's more than one of them though, so the fight's not over yet. Like, I think there are like 5 of them. And really the only problem is when they're in quarters that are this close. Worth it for the crystal lizard. Damage is not high, so regen can take care of that. Regenerate a ring, I mean. And that is the second tower. This is better than my other shield. Interesting upgrade. I will say that I'm taking more stamina damage when I block but that might be worth it for the trade-off of being able to block magic. I mean, I could always just equip them both. It doesn't affect my whip burden significantly enough. So now I can just swap between the shield I need. And my roll should be largely the same. It's not the best roll, but it's the mid-tier roll. It's the B roll. Anyone who was in production would laugh at that joke. No, they would just chuckle because they got it, and then I actually laugh because it's not really that funny, even if you get it. It's like a lawyer joke where you don't actually laugh. So it's funny, you laugh to signal that you understood it. There's a second batch of cultists. And that releases the second chain. And now the heart can't keep itself up, so it descends. We have broken the heart of Latria. Or cause it to crash onto the ground. More monsters. Coming out of the heart. Monsters! Real monsters! And this is back where we started. That's the archstone over there. Memory serves, we actually walked past these guys without fighting them, so they should still be here. Oh, we've added new enemies to the mix. All right, big boy. Nice try. Pretty sure with the heart out of commission, we only need to keep climbing upwards to reach our target. Yeah, just climb those stairs up there, because they were blocked previously by the veins. This is where the veins to the heart were. Coming after me, Boo? Coming after me, Pookie? Should have done that. Nice try, Pookie. You gonna cry? I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. And more Black Phantom Mind Flayers. I love being stun locked. It makes me so happy. There's more up here if memory serves. Maybe not. Maybe they're on the way to the archdemon. Yeah, the boss arena's here. I need a regular shield for this. This is the Man-Eater boss fight, which is a very infamous boss fight from Demon Souls. See, the trick is that there's actually two Man-Eaters. So if you don't kill the first one fast enough, it becomes a 2-on-1, which is a lot harder than this 1v1. Just reminding him that the bow, I have a bow, and therefore he is not safe even at distance. Get down here, fucker. See, they give the boss wings so that they can justify why he doesn't just die from the falls. Oh, that was close. I am so glad that your partner fell so quickly. Oh, that takes care of you. Honestly, back in the original Demon Souls, and also here, the difficulty of this fight basically came down to it being a 2v1. And if you played Dark Souls, you understand that from the Tower Gargoyle, or the Bell Gargoyle boss fight. But one of the old tricks that original players of the game used to use is they would get a bow, and technically, the boss would be spawned in before you pass through the fog gate. And if you know that, if you know where the boss is, and it was a little easier in the original Demon Souls than it is here. I don't even know if the trick is possible in this game. They might have patched it out because it is more of a glitch than in anything else. But you could use arrows to actually shoot the boss through the fog gate and kill one of them before you even enter the boss arena. And that would save you an entire half of the boss fight. Because you would still have to go in and fight the other half. But that would literally make it a 1v1, which is a lot easier to deal with than a 2v1. And that is the Arch Stone, which we will pray at. The Mixed Demon Soul. And we're going to spend our souls, and then we're going to proceed to at least give the, it depends how lucky we get, and you'll see what I mean in a second when it comes to whether or not we actually beat the boss fight tonight.
The touch soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Let's put more in Vitality.
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
Nice!
Let's
6969. So now we go to the Ivory Tower and figure out who deposed the old queen. And replaced her with the Fool's Idol. There's our archdemon. Now, if anyone here has played Dark Souls 3, and particularly the last DLC, the Ring City, I think it was called, you might recognize the gimmick of this boss fight. If you don't, you will in a second. Once we actually get up there. Because we actually had the trap, like, unlike the other ones, there actually is a small trip up at the top of the tower before we start the fight. And you'll notice I have my Dark Silver shield because there are the Mind Flayers. Of course you would hit me with the not the regular shot. Oh, I hate you fuckers. Stop that. Oh my god, you did the AoE. Pain in the ass. Fuck you. Skip, 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 skip. Thank God you can skip. Alright, I think I figured it out. I know how to bait them now. I forgot you can bait them. You notice that a phantom has invaded my game despite me being in soul form. Actually not that hard to kill. Now I know what to do. So as I said, if you're familiar with the Ring City DLC, what you are about to witness should not be a surprise to you. The old monk is a player. And that player was bad. So, the old monk boss fight is a PvP boss fight. This is basically like if you've been playing Deathloop, this is Juliana as your boss. The old monk, who is the master of Latria after replacing the Fool's Idol, or replacing the Queen with the Fool's Idol, his whole gimmick is that he possesses people to fight on his behalf. And if you're the person invading and you win the fight, you get his robe as a reward for winning the fight. But if you're familiar with the Ring State, this is similar to the Church of Filianor boss fight, where the boss is an invading player. And if there are no players invading, it is replaced by an NPC who is much less skilled at the game than players are. It's almost a shame that fight ended so quickly, because at the time, back when Demon's Souls first was released, the idea that another player could be your boss fight was so fucking cool. It was so cool. Something that yeah, here he is. The bold man with his revenge complete, the man of the way, driven to madness by the golden robes that controlled his body, now too frail to serve as a vessel, he is fully absorbed by the demon's soul. Say the old man was possessed by a demon's soul. We're not going to have enough time to actually finish the game, but we are basically almost there at this point.
Thou seekest this, then touch the soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost withdrew, art may thy strength.
We are pretty much almost there. All that's left to do is 1-4, the King's Tower. We're not gonna finish this, but there is something that we can get done right now, so we don't have to do it on next week. This is a good penultimate episode though, because we did literally two of my favorite bosses in this episode, Maiden Estraya and the Old Monk. I really enjoy both of those genuinely from the depths of deep in my heart. So, 3 black phantoms spawn in at the start of 4-1. One of them uses the penetrator sword. One of them uses the tower knight armor and the tower shield. And the other one uses a bow. It is implied that these are the humans who were transformed into the phalanx, the tower knight, and the penetrator. Now with the penetrating sword. Yeah, these are the 3 humans who became the boss fights. Sure, both hurts. What I'd really like to do is take care of him so that she is a much easier fight. I do not want to make this a 2v1. This being a 2v1 is not good for me. God, you compose yourself very well. You do a lot of fucking damage. Gotcha. Now I'll pick up that tower shield. And that just leaves little Miss Archer over here. The Phalanx. The commander of the Phalanx, more specifically. Nice try. So that... It's interesting that this is the only, like, this is the only place with a 4th realm. They start off, more or less, by forcing you to fight the 3 bosses, but this time as NPC phantoms as opposed to as boss fights. That's a cool opener for this region. What, am I invaded or something? Why can't I go back to the bonfire? To the Archstone. Did I not see the invasion notice? Oh, well, fortunately, those demons don't respawn. Well, if I was invaded, I'm a little shocked that the invader just let me have that. I know I would not have let the player have that if I was invading. I would assassinate them while they're fighting, preferably. Oh damn, that is damage. And that is grass. More grass. This is still the place to get healing items. The invader isn't. So all I really wanted to do was get rid of the 3 demons here before they became an issue later on. Now that I've done that, I don't really have a reason to stay here. Hopefully when I reload, it'll let me actually access the fucking... Yeah, there we go. Now I can access the Archstone. Why did it lock me out before? That's weird.
Then touch the soul of the mind.
More vitality is always a good thing.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. May thy
I can forge weapons for you.
Still have enough materials to upgrade. I'm getting close to my item burden.
You come back.
Oh yeah, because we just got a bunch of gear we need to drop off.
Sick.
Don't worry, Thomas. I'm good. We're all good. Let me remove that repair stone because I don't actually need it.
I was worried sick.
All these materials can go as well. Penetrating sword. A long straight sword with a penetrator, one of the great Baltar's great heroes. As the name suggests, the sword has a powerful thrust attack. Far heavier than ordinary straight sword, it can only be wielded by those with high levels of both dexterity and strength. Which we do fit the bill of. Unfortunately, it is weaker than our current weapon because of the scaling to both strength, because its strength scaling is E, whereas our current weapon has C rating scaling for both strength and dexterity. But it is a cool weapon. Now we have the strength to wield the tower shield, I believe. It is more protective than our regular shield, but it unfortunately, and let me just click my webcam to reveal, this is 30 pounds, whereas my regular shield is 6 pounds. I'm not equipping that. And the Dark Silver shield is actually lighter than my regular shield, but that's okay. We can wield this bow, and it is stronger than our current bow. How much lighter is it? It's actually roughly the same weight. You might just switch to this bow because of the damage buff. I will keep this bow available because it's also longer range as well. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this bow.
We are indebted to you.
We're gonna switch to it actually. Because the and while we are gonna end it a little bit early, this is probably a good place to call it. Let's see if we can spend some of these souls. So we just get one more level since we did.
Then touch soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be art. May thy strength.
Alright, and with that, I think we're good to go for tonight. Once again, I am Brandon Carey. Thank you so much for watching. And remember to wear your mask, social distance, get your vaccine, wash your hands, Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, and all lives cannot matter until minority lives matter. Have a great evening, and I hope to see you next week for what should be the finale of Demon Souls. Stay safe, guys.